Good afternoon. It's March the 14th, 2017. Time to wrap up our trading for today and take a look at tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow's the FOMC meeting, and that probably is going to kill the activity in the overnight markets. Apologize for the scribbles here, but have marked up the screens. So, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So we came in today looking for, we had a buy at 60 to 62 and then 55 to 57. And we were hoping to sell 69s to 70s, but that was taken away from us right on the opening. So we wanted the short side of the market. We actually had a 10-point day session. A couple hours ago, we were looking for a close in the 60 area. Might be a little bit higher right now, especially if we continue to get short covering that we're seeing in pain number 3. But a retest failure right here, that was good for 3. A monkey trade was good to 4 if you traded it perfectly. This monkey trade was good for 4 if you traded it perfectly. This buy was a scratch. This retest failure was good for 4. That sell was a scratch, and this buy was worth 2. So we count 3 points max, so there's 3, 6, 9, 12, and on less than 3 points we take 1. So that's 13 points. Respectable. We had a little more range than we thought we were going to get, but we'll see what the Fed brings tomorrow. And this market is sold into the FOMC. Meeting. Get rid of that so I am not confused. So on our F1 screen without news, and we do have significant news tomorrow, lower high, lower low, you'd be looking for a place to sell it. On the F2 screen, going to be not as pronounced. Definitely a B, but you can see when we go in the congestion area, it's leaning P right now. And so the tail came early. And don't be surprised if we close it above the 2360 area. The news tomorrow is extensive, but it'll take backseat to the FOMC. So CPI plus a tenth, that can come in higher than forecast. Core plus 0.2, that can come in higher than forecast. PPI is more important than CPI. Retail sales, and the Fed will have that number this afternoon at 4 Eastern. Up a tenth. X autos, I think up 0.3, just up 0.3. Empire State Manufacturing, 15.4. Business inventories plus 0.3. And crude, I don't know. The APIs are tonight, so we'll have a pretty good feel for that. And then tomorrow we'll have the EIA numbers. So the focus will be retail sales ex autos, perhaps core inflation. They all come at the same time, so retail sales ex autos will get the markets focused. Then no one pays any attention to business inventories, and then crude for the energy traders. So if the market were to close right here at 62.5, be selling 64.66 and 69.71. On the buy side, we'd be buying 55.57 by 1 and 50.52 by 2. listen to all the news that's coming out of Washington again about the dissolution of the Trump government, and I mean, you just don't know what to believe anything anymore. And with a strong personality like that, the big story is out today from Julian Assange is that Hillary Clinton and the Democrats are plotting to get Mike Pence appointed as president. So it's going to be pretty hard to do, even if it is true. And you just, of course, the left never gets held for hypocrisy ever. So, okay, on the note and inside day, right here, trading range, and I imagine we're going to have a pretty quiet Globex session and tomorrow morning into the FOMC announcement, and it is probably setting up a rumor fact trading situation. Looking at this screen, stronger than I thought we were going to be, so 31 to 03, sell 1, 7 to 11, sell 2. I can hear the jackhammers going right now. I don't know if you all can, probably not. On the buy side, 21.25, and then 13 to 17. Okay, the Fed interest rate increase, it really can be a rumor fact because the market has been heavily sold into tomorrow's announcement. So all the bad news is out. If the market doesn't immediately break on the announcement of that, sell some more, then those short-term traders who are short will cover their shorts. They'll take their profits and look to reset them at a higher level. And looking at the ZB, resistance 47, 40.04. So 7 to 11, sell 1. 15 to 19, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down stopped at 25, so 20 to 24 is number 1. 13 to 17 is buy 1. And 1 to 5 is buy 2. I don't know about you all, but I just have this sense, like everybody else, that it was like it was before the last administration came in. In the last administration, everybody was just nervous about what's coming next, and everybody was in a very, very defensive posture. And the feeling right out there now, people are taking a chance, and as long as Trump keeps delivering like he promised to deliver, I think that optimism will stay there. And it doesn't mean things can't get bad, but when you come out the other side, you expect things to get better. And that's what we lost under the last administration. You just didn't know if they would get better because they continually got worse and there was no growth to speak of for 8 years. Cost $4 of debt to get $1 of GDP. That's never a good trade-off. You use debt to invest in assets. You don't use them to cover revenue shortfalls if you're going to grow something. Lower high, lower low in gold. And if you borrow money yourself, you should be borrowing money to increase your capabilities or increase your asset base. You're not doing it to cover revenue shortfalls. Okay, gold, we had that spill late. We'll see what inflation is tomorrow. PPI inflation wasn't very good this week, and CPI could come in higher than forecast. So you have inflation with gold offset with the fact that interest rates are going up 25 basis points, and you can actually earn a little bit more money on your money, and you can eat that. You can take that to the bank. Gold, it's hard to eat without decreasing your assets. So that's where we have it. So 95.97 by 1. We'll do that in London. Maybe a resting limit order against that low right there, right below 95, and then 90.92. On the sell side, the move came out of the 4 area. Last rotate up was 3, and we're at 98.70. So 1200, 1202, sell 1. 5 to 7 where we were this morning, sell 2, and that does it for gold. We caught gold really well this morning. Surprised Henry isn't barking at all that noise, but he isn't. Wonders never cease. Okay, tonight we'll have the APIs. I would be anticipating a build in crude inventories, and if I were long the complex, I'd be praying for a draw in gasoline and distillates. So we have an outside day. That implies trading range. And very square formation right here. A D. So we're looking for a move out at 47.50 area. So 47 and a quarter by 1. I would look for the APIs to show a build tonight. 46.50, 46.75 by 2. And on the sell side, 47.75, 48 sell 1. 48 and a quarter, 48.50 sell 2. Warren Buffett lives in Omaha. We do have a Frank Lloyd Wright home here, though, Nancy. That a lot of people stop and see on their way from way through flyover land, where nobody stops for very long. According to the press on the east and the west coast. Okay, the euro, lower high, lower low. I think it'll sell into tomorrow's announcement, and if they don't raise interest rates, it'll rally quickly. Raising of interest rates is bad for the euro. And so we had nothing but B's behind us. We had a B, Y through I, and J period at breaks. So, by 106.65 to 75, sell 1. 107, sell 2. 106.50, I don't like that trade. I'm going to put a question mark there. So 6 and a quarter by 1. 106 even by 2. And that's it for this March the 14th, 2017. I will see you all bright and early in the morning. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out of here.